Today I'm just going to do a small load of colors on the heavy cycle, but I figured since it's just a run-of-the-mill load, I would do it on a live stream. So we're going to get started. I have here some Gain detergent, Island Fresh, and I'm going to measure out not a lot. That should be good. Pour that in. And then I'm going to add some scent boosters. Same kind, Island Fresh, which I think I'm getting low on, so I'm going to have to pick some up tonight. Add a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and load the machine. I don't have much, but I have a decent amount. So, just load it. And then to top it off, got the hamper bag. Oh, wow. It's actually a decent sized load. Okay, so now we're going to set our cycle. I'm going to do, for this particular load, I'm going to do a medium-high. Use cold water, and we'll do just a standard 14-minute wash. And there we go. Recently I've been using cold water just because my detergent cleans in cold water, and it's, easier on the energy bill. But, of course, this machine does do 50-50, so if I switch it to hot, or warm rather, you get warm. But I just tend to leave it on cold. I do run hot water through it when I clean the machine out, though, because I do realize that cold water tends to have more buildup of chemicals, so I always try to clean the machine out. But I'd rather do one hot cycle, once a month than to do a bunch of hot cycles. And I just got a notification for my own video. That's really funny. Anyways, welcome. Let's adjust some of these. What? I'm gonna remove that comment, because that does nothing. What? Okay. Hopefully that's focused in well. I can't really tell at the moment, but I'm gonna assume it is. Hi, it's Simba. How's it going? It is filling. Oh. Almost forgot to chuck these in. Just some socks I had. I used to call that butterfly agitator. Actually, that's not too far from the truth, because if I pull these back, that does kind of look like a butterfly. You can see down in here. I've never seen an agitator quite like this. So yeah, I guess that's an interesting name for it. This is a quad fin straight vane agitator without the mini fins. I believe these were in the bottom of the line ropers and all that. But I'm not really sure what machines this agitator was in besides this one. I do know this cap is custom to this model, with double duty. I've never seen one that says double duty on it. This machine is a very interesting machine because it's a standard capacity. As you can tell, it's a thinner cabinet, but it's fairly well featured. If you look at the timer module, which you've probably seen many times, it has 5 cycles. The only thing that it's missing on here is a superwash, which some of the belt drive models had up here. It was like a 6-minute superwash. with this particular machine, you don't need a super wash, in my opinion, and you'll see that as it washes. It's a very aggressive action. Of course, they did add it in the 87 model I feature on this channel, and I do use that for like really heavily soiled stuff. But typically, a 14-minute wash is all you need for your moderately soiled clothes. If you really want like a rinse in between the wash and the rinse, then permanent press is a good cycle for that. It also helps to iron out the wrinkles, which is why I use it for most of my clothes. Anyways, back to the wash cycle. So almost full. It's going to fill up to right around, I don't know if you can see it, right where my finger is. So basically right at the top row of holes. Which is much the same as my mom's 87. It just fills up to the top row of holes, and then we'll agitate. Only difference is this machine has 4 water levels, which is odd considering it's a standard tub. It has medium low and then medium high. So right now we're at about medium low, like just above where that would be. And then where I've set it, medium high, will be right at the top row of holes on the tub. And you'll see how everything is pulled down very quickly in this as it starts. You'll want to pay attention to this. It's going to get pulled down very quickly. I don't believe I have any chats. I will check. Nope. Yeah, that's true. I don't believe the dual action agitators came in the Whirlpools. I think they were only standard in the, yeah, that's the, CS188 music gets louder. Yes. That is the, one that's in my mom's. The super circulator with the 5 fins and 2 knobs. Well, technically 3. Jerry always calls this a 3 knob. I've always called it a 2 knob. I never counted the timer. Yeah. This one kind of looks like a thin twin. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, if you look at it... Let me close the lid. Like, this definitely resembles a portable or a thin twin, but it's a standard machine. I mean, it is 24 inches wide, but it's a standard capacity anyway. I only started doing that because Whirlpool service. Yeah. I think both agitator and front loaders are pretty satisfying in my opinion. I don't think one is more satisfying than the other. That is really splashing. You're gonna have to close the lid for a minute. Well, I mean, I bought a 565, so... no, I have a Kenmore dryer. I used to have a Kenmore washer. Ignore all my plushes I just washed. That matched this dryer. Well, almost matched it. But I now have the Whirlpool. Good question. And then over there I have my hot point. If I lower the tripod for a moment, you might be able to see. I don't have fabric softener at the moment, so unfortunately I can't. Typically, I would never remove the cap, because this cap is still gripping the agitator. A lot of the caps on these older machines will be, like, not gripping, so I don't really want to mess with the cap unless I'm servicing the machine. All I need, really, is just the detergent and the scent beads. I don't really find a need for fabric softener anymore. I do have a downy ball, though. So, maybe one day I'll do a load with a downy ball. Next time I'm at the laundromat, I'll see if I can get, like, one of those one-load downies, just for demonstrational purposes. I don't plan on adding a fabric softener cup to this. I was going to, but I really like the double duty cap on there. I find that really nice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Heavy duty. If anyone wants to read the lid, you guys can pause to read it. It basically just describes how to use the machine, and then your minimum clearances with the customer stuff on there. I don't even think you can read that. I might need to zoom in. There you go. Now you can probably read it. Anyways. Can really see the action on those fins there. This machine does not mess around. I'm gonna take this out for something I'd like to demonstrate later. Yeah. But that's why they were so successful in the commercial market, because they just ran and they really did a good job scrubbing. I mean, a lot of them weren't really made for the commercial market, but as far as washing machines go, like, this is definitely a very good one for beating the crap out of your clothes and getting it clean. This is probably second to one of those old Speed Queens with the aluminum agitator in them. Yes, unlike a 565. Well, I don't know. This machine is 40 years old and still working, so I don't know what that tells you. Yeah. Well, Maytags ruled until they were fucked up by Whirlpool, but that's a whole other story. Oh yeah, no problem. So the cycle's on the timer. We'll move the tripod over here. You have. Oh, let me get a better view. Okay, that's probably good. So you have your regular heavy up here. Your soak, which if I block the glare, you can see it. So you have your soak down here, your pre-wash, your niche gentle, and then your permanent press. And this does do the cool down, as it says right here. And then the timer sounds like this when you turn it. So I'll just stop it. It's like a mix between the belt drive and the direct drive, and then you just pull the start. Alright, now this is something I want to show you. Notice it stopped. Now if I close the lid here, let me back this up, sorry. I'm not very organized. If we back this up and I close the lid, it starts agitating. This is the suds return period of the cycle. So when it gets to 2 minutes, if I lift the lid, it won't agitate with the lid open, which is really interesting. But also, I find it very annoying because why would they even make that a selectable cycle? Someone might put that on 2 minutes without realizing it and have it just agitate with no water. So I really don't know why they even had that, and that's kind of a pet peeve with this washer. But yeah, I find that really interesting. Then it stops. And you think it's going to drain, but then it continues to agitate. I'm going to lift the lid when it goes to spin. In the meantime, you guys can just kind of listen to it, because it is very quiet with the lid closed. I mean, it's still a DD, but it's fairly quiet. That is very true. And again, if I try to lift the lid, it doesn't want me to see it. I think they're about the same. I can't say which is quieter. I don't know. I'm biased toward my orbital. While I always loved Whirlpool, the Whirlpool, the Maytags, very nice. Although, this is probably one of my dream machines, to be honest. I'm very happy to own this. Okay, so now, I don't know if you watched it, it clicked. So now it's going to spin once I re-engage the lid switch. So, for those who don't know, you're expecting this to neutral drain, but it actually does a spin drain, as shown by this grate here. That's how you know that they spin drain. So when I put the thing in, spin drain. The original DDs were actually designed to do this. It wasn't until later. Yeah, I was very happy, and I'm still very grateful that you found this for me, Jerry, because I'm very happy to have this. It's a very nice washing machine. Even though it's just a washing machine, I'm very happy to have it. Okay, so now it's switched to low speed. A lot of people don't like, that this does a slow spin. I don't mind it, really. I mean, if you're gonna buy a Speed Queen, this is what you get, so. I feel like it's good enough to get all the suds out without actually wringing the close out, because you don't need to wring the close out until the end of the cycle, so I think it's quite a clever design. What's that noise I'm hearing? Must just be the water getting out of the close. I love the sounds these make. My favorite sounds on a DD are the delicate motor noise, but also the older pump. I love the way that this machine sounds. It's very nostalgic. Like I said, this machine is basically my dream machine, so of course I'm going to talk it up. Still beats not having one at all, yes. That's very true. I still don't know why the tub leans back on this. Like, if I put the camera over here, you can see the tub leans back. I don't really know why. The tub is supposed to be here, but... yeah, sorry, mine doesn't do that. Hi, Laundry Train and Darman Lover. Hey, Darman fam, I hope you love that message about why you shouldn't replace your orbital with a 565. One thing I do want to demonstrate is just how freaking aggressive this spin brake is. I'm going to need to lower the camera so you can see this. But if you look at, like, the tub, you'll see how, like, far the tub moves. It's almost kind of scary. So, I want to kind of show you that. So watch the back of the tub here when it goes to stop. I'll even zoom in on it a bit. This thing stops very quickly. There you go. It's not quite as aggressive as it once was. I feel like it was a little bit more aggressive, but it does stop on a dime. It's interesting that you like the spray rinses, Jerry. I do too. I find them very nice. Very belt drive-esque. So, lower this back down. One thing that does kind of weird me out with this too is that the fill spout is aimed forward, so that the water, like, is this way. It's not straight down like you'd expect. Of course, if I pull the tub to where it should be, like right about there, it kind of hits the close, but whatever. Put this back to its resting position. Yes, Jerry. This is based off of a belt drive. The only difference with this is that the drivetrain is different. Yes, I know all about the Catalyst. The Catalyst was like the top-of-the-line DD, basically. I don't really know how to feel about the Catalyst. I think they're fun machines, but the whole Catalyst thing, it's kind of pointless to me. It's a good way to dilute the soap, but I don't know. The detergent gets dissolved anyway, as you saw. What? How are we looking? Yeah, this is a 2-speed. But wait, you knew that because it did a delicate spin. What? I wonder if I could run this. Just to save a bit of time. Oh, that's good to know. See if I can get those gems in there. You think so? Alright. I thought I could cheat the system. It only has to fill a little bit more anyway, so. I think it was working decently well, but yeah, you could definitely tell the machine was loaded there. I wouldn't say strained at all, but it was definitely like under a load. So, make it a bit easier. At least now it'll turn over really well because they're already compacted. Now we just need the weight. There we go. Yeah. Because now the transmission isn't nearly as loud as it was. Let me see. Yeah, definitely a bit quieter. Now it's spinning. It's got like a minute left. Well, it seems longer because it counts 2 minutes as part of the drain cycle. But otherwise, this is no different than having a, 2-minute drain cycle followed by a 6-minute spin. And now the machine is squeaking. Stop that. Alright. Now we're going to get these clothes in the dryer. So let me see if I can lower the tripod a bit. Like that. So you can see the dryer. Ignore the vacuum noises. Insert joke about me and vacuums here. Alright, so you'll get to see me loading the dryer. Super. Alright. I'm going to use that. Yeah, I never bothered to paint it. Where did you see super? Was it inside? I don't think it says super in here. What were you referencing? Because I didn't get that. Anyways, that's probably going to be it. I still have another load to do, but I'm going to do that off camera. So until next time, take care and have a good one. Adios.